talking about to me is fundamentally different than marrying a child.
Oh, just marrying a child and raping a child in the Bible.
Sorry.
Numbers chapter 31.
Alright, can I address this for a second?
Am
I-
rape of children?
So
or
the
little daughters?
time-
No, it's yours, but read it quite carefully.
Who are you
Okay.
talking
Numbers
to?
chapter 31,
Okay, don't interrupt.
15.
You're not
It
part of
says
this
in the Bible-
discussion. You're not part of this discussion.
Isn't it?
It's okay.
When you tell the
It's a
truth,
biblical
yeah.
scripture. It's a biblical scripture.
Okay.
Raping a little child and it's in Hebrew.
Don't let this guy hijack your discussion.
Can I have a look at that in a second? I was in the middle of a conversation here, okay?
It's in the Bible.
Alright,
You're attacking
so
something.
a
This
few
guy will
things that
never
I
stop
want to
talking, so I
say.
suggest we just move away from him.
Alright, so
Everybody looking, but they don't want to face it.
So just in response to what you're saying, so it's fundamentally different because she was a child, and objectively she was a child. The Quran talks about her bringing her dolls to, where was it that she brought her dolls to?
Into the Prophet's home.
She brought her dolls with her.
I've seen 19-year-olds play with dolls. My
Okay.
daughter, the 14-year-old,
Children-
play with dolls. So what?
I asked if I listened to you guys when like 5 of you were talking at me, okay?
We are talking
So,
about prophets.
yeah,
the topic?
and Muhammad struck her and caused her pain,
Aisha.
okay?
Hold on.
Sorry. You know, why don't you mention Khadija that was much older than him?
Beg your pardon?
Khadija, you never mentioned.
No.
Why not?
Why?
Well, I think it's fundamentally wrong that he
Why
had more
don't
than
you
one
say,
wife, but
it's wrong for
I
a
was
man to marry
addressing the
old
fact
woman?
that he married a
Is it
child.
okay for a young man to marry an old
The
woman?
truth has arrived.
I think
And
that's probably more
follow with
complicated
all-
than
Can I
this.
say old woman marrying a young man?
Because falsehood is
Oh,
bound
so,
to
but
perish.
my objection is not necessarily an age gap. I think lots of people get married in an age gap.
Yeah.
My
So the way the
objection,
messenger was,
but no, but
the
my
way the
objection is
messenger
that Aisha was a child.
Let me give them the evidence
Okay.
that she
It was a
was
pleasure to talk to you. I'm
16
sorry if I
years-
said something wrong because
16
I don't speak on cameras. Yeah?
16.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. I haven't
give-
said ages as
Let me
well.
give you the
I'm not-
evidence.
yeah.
Let me give you the evidence
please don't
that
interrupt.
she
Just
was
let these two have a conversation.
16
It's okay,
when
allow it.
they
It's okay.
engaged and they married when she's 19, and
hold
she's
on.
never be 6 years old or 9 years old. And
Okay.
I already have it.
This is new. I haven't heard of this. Apparently, Aisha was 16 when they got
I
married.
Do you like to talk about
He
it?
was promised to the Messenger ﷺ at 6, I believe, Sahih Hadith, and married her
Thank you.
because
This guy is
the way
honest.
you translate it, I believe the Messenger, peace be upon him, done things for us to see what's permissible and what's not. So he's married the older woman that you never mentioned. You don't see a problem with that. And when because we believe whatever he's done is not really from him.
It's from Allah.
It's a wahy, yes.
Yes.
Inspiration.
It's a wahy.
So,
So,
but
hold
can
on,
I-
excuse me.
but
Hold
can
on,
I-
hold on, let me finish.
okay,
Hold on. So Allah made him to marry Aisha because Abu Bakr was his friend. You see now, if you come to a friend, let's say this guy is 50 and his daughter is 20. If I say to him, can I marry his daughter, he'd be offended. And I'm his friend. So Allah asked, he made him marry Aisha to teach us as the Muslims the permissibility of it. He did not touch her before she reached the
Adulthood.
9.
yeah?
Puberty.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
can I say?
Hold on.
Okay.
Where's the evidence?
Yeah. Yeah. So those who mention care about children, would they care about Aisha more than her father?
Yes. I don't understand
Can
what
you
your
care
argument
about
there is.
can you care about my daughter more than me?
Yes.
That's garbage.
What are you arguing? I don't understand what you're
Garbage.
arguing
Do
there.
you
We
care
have
about my
social
daughter more than
services.
me?
That's why people get taken away. Like
Sorry.
if,
So I'm a teacher.
Now I've got 4 daughters. Do
What are
you
you
care
talking
about
about?
my daughters more than me?
Maybe if you are behaving.
Maybe.
No,
No,
let me
you
clarify my statement.
Okay, my
if you
daughters
are
need. Excuse me.
if you are
excuse me, my
abusing your
daughters need
daughters,
at
I
least-
care about
excuse
you
me,
more.
I
I
spend
care about
400
them more in
pounds.
that situation.
I spend 400 pounds of food monthly on my daughters. Can I come free of that? You cover it?
No, but I don't understand your argument here. What I'm
Abu Bakr,
saying
peace
is
be
that if
upon
you are
him-
mistreating your children,
No, no.
then I care about them
No,
more
no.
in that situation.
No,
It
no,
doesn't
not
sound like you
mistreating.
are, so we're
Abu
fine.
Bakr is looked at as one of the most righteous companion for the Muslims.
Okay.
He was not careless. Rather, he was one of the firm men. Yeah?
What does that mean?
He was a strong, powerful man who fought the bad guys that you're talking about. So if
Okay.
this was wrongdoing, he would be the one to object to it.
All right.
And this involving his
Do you like your
child. So
daughter, 9-year-old
are you
daughter
saying
have
after
sex with a
14
44-year-old?
centuries you care about his child more than him?
Yeah. Yes.
And more than her
But
mother?
so, can I just say a few things first? So, fundamentally.
So the permissibility we're talking about, I've seen it. I drive buses in different cities. I see this you call school kids. Kids, they're not allowed to marry. They're doing things in the parks. I see it. And some of them,
course
they
they
get
are.
pregnant at very young age.
Yes, that
It's
happens.
okay.
So these kids,
I don't know
excuse
who's
me,
telling me
these
that's
kids
okay.
legally are not allowed to marry, but physically they are ready for it and they are doing it. Some of them,
Well, I would argue that
and they
they're
are
not
doing
ready
it
for
in the illegal and in the non-religious way.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, if they allow them legally, not everybody would want to marry at that age. Not every man would want. If you tell me, would you marry a 20-year-old? I would say no, because we won't connect. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
if a woman is physically ready, she doesn't have to be mentally ready. Because in the schools, I see it in England, because they get away with it.
Yeah.
The kids, which
Yeah.
mean you consider kids,
Yep.
they have boyfriends and they
Yes.
watch porn.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
Okay, so can I
You
talk
got to
for a
say no. You
second?
got
Let her
to
talk,
them
let
have
her
a
talk
boyfriend.
Can
Yeah.
I talk for a second?
Yeah.
Because there's like 5 things I want to bring up. Okay, so to that last thing, I don't think that kids who are still in secondary school are ready for any of that. I don't. And I would disagree with
They
it.
are
And
ready.
as a teacher, I
in
disagree.
England, I
But
see it. They
they're
are
teaching
ready.
them it,
I'm
though.
driving the bus through this park in
getting
Heaton Park in
teaching
Manchester.
yourself.
I'm seeing kids coming out holding hands. School kids.
They're teaching
But
it
so
in year
your
7.
argument, but
They're
your
gonna teach
I disagree with that too. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it should be done in
All
an
right.
appropriate way.
So,
They
well,
should
then
be
it's-
taught about things. You should grow up mentally and know the
10-year-old son
responsibility.
Yeah,
came home
well,
and
then
told
maybe
me
it's
about
personal
vagina.
thing. So the second thing that I'm
physically
gonna-
they're ready.
Yeah.
And they are doing it.
Yeah,
He
you-
didn't mention
I ask you
the
a
Pope.
question,
He's
sir?
asking forgiveness for the abuse of children by the church.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Thousands of children.
All right.
You love your kids, yeah? You love your kids. I accept that, yeah? I love my kids. Would you let your 9-year-old girl
She wasn't
have sex
9.
with a 54-year-old man?
This is
She
where
wasn't
you.
mine.
This is where you disbelievers.
Just answer the question. Would
Allow
you
me
let
to
your,
answer.
would you
Allow
let
me
your
to answer.
9-year-old
Allow me to answer. You asked me the
girl
question. Allow me to
have
answer.
sex with a 54-year-old man?
Allow
Either
me
yes
to
or
answer.
yes or
You
no?
just- no,
Yes
no.
or no?
When you ask me-
you wouldn't.
Hold on. When you
Anyone
ask me a
else here,
question,
would they do
when
that?
you ask me a question, let me answer it my way. Don't tell me how to answer it. When you
I
say
think it
have,
should be quite straightforward, though.
Yeah.
no. When
no,
you ask me a
uh,
question, leave it to me to answer.
Okay.
What you misunderstand and forget that the messenger, peace be upon him, married. We don't just go have boyfriend or girlfriend. We're not allowed to have sex even if she's 22.
That wasn't the
You
question.
marry the woman.
Let him
You
answer.
marry.
You've not answered the
Even if she's 22, I won't allow her to have just. I won't give consent to her to just have sex just like that. Boyfriend come in, go and have her. No.
So I'm taking
So
from
whether-
your answer that you would let your
No, so the question you have to
nine-year-old
know, the
girl
question you have to
Have
ask
sex
is,
with a 54-year-old
No,
man
no,
as long as they were
Okay,
married.
I'll answer you
It's
again
not
because you're not listening. I'll
straightforward,
answer you
no.
again.
It's
I'll answer you
straightforward,
again.
phrase it better.
That's pretty criminal.
I'll answer
you
That's
again.
actually, that would put you in
I will
prison.
answer you again.
That is
I will
prison.
not allow my
It's
child to
prison.
have sex with a person that she's not married to.
But would
No,
you
no, I'm
would
not
you
gonna
allow
phrase it.
your
It's got
daughter
to
at
have
9
sex
to be
with.
married off to then go and have
He's
sex in a
been
marriage
with it, because he
relationship?
said not have sex.
The answer is no, and she wasn't
Then have sex.
9
You
years
said
old.
they have
She
sex.
was
In
19 years
Islam,
old.
women don't have sex just like that.
No,
Yeah,
would
but
you,
that's not-
let's
They
come
get
back to the
married.
point. Let's come back to the point.
Yeah.
Would you, okay, let's make it even simpler than that.
Yeah.
Would you marry your 9-year-old daughter to a 54-year-old man and have them consummate that relationship?
Very
Have
good
sexual
When she's
relationships.
9.
Very good
Just
question.
basic,
Yeah,
it should
now,
be pretty
now
straightforward.
you've been a big
Which is the
girl
question
now,
that I just
because
asked.
in Islam, women supposed to marry, not just have sex like that. Yeah. All right. Now answer the
9-year-old
question.
girls
If my
to
daughter,
54-year-old
yeah,
men.
right.
I know it's
I'll
Islamic
answer
because
you.
Muhammad did
Let
it.
him
I'll answer you.
And you're
answer.
meant
He
to-
didn't did it
I will
because
answer
she was
you.
19
I
years
will
old.
answer you. If my daughter has reached the age of the puberty, and she's wanting to marry someone, I would give consent to that if she wants it.
So so you go to prison, in other
No,
words.
not me. If she wants to marry
no, but
the,
even-
the
yeah,
kid
even
that she
so-
loves at school, and she's already fasting, she's already.
You would go
grown?
to prison in this country if you did that.
And
Listen,
I would argue
You would
that
go
this
to
same
prison.
daughter that you're
Listen, no,
talking
no,
about,
no, listen,
this same
excuse
daughter
me,
that
no,
you're
let me
talking
finish with
about
this one,
marrying
please.
off,
You
you
said
wouldn't let
marriage.
choose what to
We're
have for
talking about
dinner
marriage.
that night, let alone
So if
choose
she
to
goes
get
to
married.
the town hall to marry, they will say legally we won't let you get married till you're 16. So you're gonna have to be patient.
So go to the
So,
mosque.
so
Go to the
I will
mosque
not go to
and do
prison
it
for allowing her
Islamically.
to be married.
Do it Islamically.
Sorry?
Do it Islamically.
It's
Lots
the-
of people
Quran-
get married.
Sharia,
Lots of
Sharia, why
people-
not?
lots
Quran
of
talk
people-
about
lots of
adult
people-
minors.
Okay,
When
lots of people
according
in
to
Islam-
So remember,
marriages.
about marriage.
Listen.
No, no,
Listen.
don't
You
shout.
listen.
Don't
You
shout
listen.
at
No,
me.
no, no.
Hikmah, hikmah.
You listen.
Relax.
Quran talk about marriage
down.
between adult,
Marriage.
not
Always remember it's
minors.
marriage, not sex.
Minors, not minors.
Marriage is something, Say something
And
else.
you are here
No.
just to offend the Prophet,
No,
and we
someone-
don't allow that.
isn't
Because
that
I have
undermining
the
what you
Sorry, I
said?
didn't realise Speaker's Corner had suddenly become Sharia compliant. That somehow
Sharia
at
compliant.
Speaker's Corner we were not allowed
Look
to
at-
insult Muhammad.
Look at law of Moses.
Did they change
Look at
the
law of
rules
Moses
where
if you
somehow
apply it on
Speaker's
you.
Corner has become
Let them
Sharia
apply
compliant.
law
I
of
didn't
Moses.
see that ruling
Anyway,
anywhere.
Anyone-
excuse me.
Right,
If you have a
let's go
daughter,
back to
excuse
that.
me, if
Let's
you
go
have a
back to this
daughter that,
topic.
let's say that she's not 9, she's 14,
No, let's
and
say
she wants to have a
she's
boyfriend.
9, sir,
Excuse
and
me.
you're a Muslim.
And she wants to have a boyfriend at school.
Muhammad
Whether you
had
consent
sex
or not, she's going to have
with
that
a
boyfriend.
9-year-old
And maybe she come home pregnant
child.
to you.
Muhammad
All of
had
them
sex
can talk.
with
I don't
you.
understand how that's
Yeah.
relevant at all.
Right,
Sorry?
that's not relevant, exactly.
I was having a
Tell
very
me-
decent,
tell
nice,
me-
fruitful conversation with this woman, and you come in with your hidden agenda, trying to Islam will
agenda is
prosper.
not
Islam
hidden.
is growing
My
regardless,
agenda
and you
is
got to
not
live with
hidden
it.
at all. My agenda is
Muslims, English
perfectly
people are
out there.
becoming Muslims by
My
the day, and
agenda-
you got to live with it.
Sir,
I'm asking
my
you to
agenda
live
is
with it.
saying you have a prophet, okay, prophet, I don't think it's a prophet, who thought it was fine to marry and have sex
Make up
with
your
a
mind.
What's the problem?
9-year-old
14 centuries
child
later, what's the problem?
when he
What's
was
your problem?
54
And
years
If
old.
you're not a
And my
Muslim,
You would be in
excuse me,
prison
excuse me.
if
People
you
are
did
not
that
people
today.
are Muslims, and you haven't
you
got
are not
and you got a problem with
denying
it.
that you have a problem with it.
Are you
You were
Muslim?
saying actually you have not denied it. I
Excuse me,
said,
are
would
you
you
Muslim?
allow your
You should-
own
you
daughter
should thank God that
to
you're not a
marry
Muslim.
a 54-year-old man? This gentleman couldn't give me an outright no. I am shocked. Anyone else shocked here? I'm pretty shocked by that. It doesn't matter if my daughter has
How are
hit
you
puberty
saying
or
no?
not.
How are you saying
girl
Do you want?
should be
Do you
married
want me to give
at
you the
that
evidence?
age.
Do you want me to give you the evidence that she was
Lizzie, I know
19
you.
years
Listen,
old?
Listen, Lizzie, you've asked me the question about 9 and I've answered. I ask you now, if your daughter was 13 years old and wants to have a boyfriend in school and she really loves him and nothing is going to stop her from this boyfriend of hers, what will you do?
Nothing.
How is that? You're asking Lizzie about her parental
He's
decisions
asking her.
rather
What
than
would
the
she do?
situation.
Okay, so here's the
Would you
thing.
go along with it
This
or would
doesn't
you let
make
her
any
go in the
sense.
park like these school kids that I'm seeing when I'm working, yeah?
Okay, here's the thing.
Now you
Here's
answer the
thing.
question, yeah.
Sure, teenagers
Yeah.
are teenagers, they have hormones, sometimes they make bad choices.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian, all right? What do I teach my children? I do not teach them anything other than keep sexual activity from marriage between a man and a woman. That's what I teach my kids. All of us have free will, so what they actually do is up to them. But my issue is with you Muslims who are following, according to the Quran, the example for all mankind. As a Muslim, you
Yes,
have
the
to
best
follow
example,
exactly
yes.
the best example, exactly
Indeed
what
is,
he
indeed
did
is.
1400 years ago as of today.
Brother Hamza,
now,
you know the
I
guy
have,
there,
wait,
Welshman,
wait,
Hamza,
wait,
he
sir,
says he
wait.
cannot provide a
my
better,
issue,
honourable, cleaner
is
lifestyle
that
than a
not
Muslim
only,
lifestyle.
not only is it permissible, okay, for a 9-year-old girl to be married to a 54-year-old man, it is desirable because it is activity from the perfect example
me,
of all
if your
kinds.
parents were
Will
okay
you
with it,
please
and for
explain
14
to me?
centuries later
Will
you have a problem
will you
with it,
please
and you're not a Muslim,
explain
should
to
you
me-
not be
will you
grateful to
please
your God that you're not a
explain to
Muslim?
me? Will you please explain to me how your prophet, okay, is anything but a moral monster, if that's what he thinks.
Okay.
And if you think that
Alright,
is
I'll explain to
applicable
you.
today.
I'll explain to you. That prophet that you say is immoral monster has got over 1 billion followers without any
That's
social
not
media.
him,
That's
Rob.
not
And he was
answering
It's
the
not
question.
about the
Regardless,
numbers.
and you've
It
got
is
to
not
learn to live
about
with
the
that.
numbers.
And
I am
that
not
number is
living with that.
increasing by
I
the
am
day.
confronting that.
This
I am
number is
haven't answered the
including
question.
musicians, rappers, boxers, big, clever people increasing by the day.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I've got to go, sorry. No disrespect.
But no,
here.
but
Nice to know.
genuinely, because I want to
I know you
follow
don't
up.
get paid. This woman, that man, they get paid.
No, but I want to follow up what you said, because you said that you would
Okay,
let
I
your
tell you.
daughter be
I
married
tell you something.
at
No, she's
9.
asked me.
My question
No,
to
she's
you
asked
is
me.
if
No,
you
excuse me,
allow
excuse me.
that.
No, be careful.
Okay.
Don't be cheeky, yeah? Don't say I let my daughter marry that
No,
guy.
you just
Okay, what did you say?
Listen,
What did you
listen,
say?
You
she
avoided
said,
that
would your daughter
question.
let her have
No,
sex
this is
at
not
9?
And then your
I
response
said
was,
I wouldn't let my daughter have sex even if she's 20,
yes,
25.
you did say that,
I
but
said
then
we
you
marry.
followed that. Yes, because
Excuse me,
you. Well, my
no, I
point
correct.
is-
I answer you again.
Okay.
You said, would you let her marry at 9? I said, if she reached puberty and she wants to marry, I will let her.
Yes.
But legally,
And you'll go
in
to
Britain,
prison.
they will not
You
allow
will
that.
go
She's
to
saying go to
prison.
prison. If she wants to marry, I'll probably take her myself. To
Yes.
the town hall, I say, my daughter wants to get married.
Yes.
I'll go
And they'll
her,
take you to
and I'll
prison.
challenge you. The
They'll
day
take
my
you
daughter
to the
wants to
police.
get married at 12,
And I'm
I
so
take her.
glad I
Okay,
live in a
so-
country where they would take you straight
You know,
to the
I-
police
listen,
if that's what you
listen,
tried to do.
I have someone that I was
That is
living
what you
next to.
tried
Her
to
daughter
do.
got pregnant at the age of 13 from school.
Okay. Remind me who said that was
If they
true.
were married, could be
Remind me who said that was okay.
Teach my
No,
daughter.
ask them
She's married.
how many boyfriends the Christian have before they get married.
How is that relevant?
You try all sizes and all shapes. I am wrong.
Are you talking to me now?
I'm talking to everybody, all the Christians. How many men you sleep
How many
with before you
boyfriends
get
do I
married?
have? How is that
How many
relevant?
young women?
We're talking
Are
How
you
many
not
men
asking me about
you
my
sleep
history?
with?
About how many boyfriends and girlfriends Muhammad had? Should we talk about how
11.
many wives
He had
had?
11 wives.
Should we talk
They
about
are the
how
mother
many
of the
sex
believers.
slaves he had? And
He
he
had
was a son of
11.
prophet.
Muhammad
And
enjoyed
an
himself
example
the
for all
lawful way, and he got to
mankind.
learn to
Let's
live
talk
with that.
about that, shall we?
How many
I
Jacob
want to
have?
ask you a
He
genuine
have
question,
4.
though, because you're saying that.
How many Abraham? Sex addict?
Yes.
Sex addict.
Yeah.
Come.
How many times in the hadith did it say Muhammad could
Say-
go for? Like 100
Genuine-
women a night?
Yeah, the guy is active.
This is depraved.
Blessed by God.
Islam's
One
view of
woman he cannot
sexuality
sleep with.
is
It's very apparent.
totally depraved.
One woman you find it difficult to deal with, mate. It's very apparent.
Sick on your mouth. You are the sick people. I can provide you with evidence that she was 19. Yes, I'm ready. Come, please.
19.
She was 19 when she got married. Our mother Aisha,
Okay,
and
go
she
on.
will.
Give
She
us the
never
reference.
was
Give us the
between
reference.
6 and 9 years
Give us
old.
the reference.
And those people, they hate that hatred for Islam and Muslim and Prophet Muhammad is beyond imagination. And they come every week just to destroy Islam, and Islam will prevail against them.
Can you show us, please?
Please stand in front of me.
I'm standing next to you.
Yeah. Prophet Muhammad was 610, received the revelation. All the daughter of Abu Bakr was born before 610. That means when Prophet Muhammad married our mother Aisha, 624. When he married her, she was 623, 24. At least she's 18 years old.
Where
because
is it?
because if she was reference.
Show us reference.
Okay, Tabari, volume 4, page 50. Dar al-Fiqh al-Asqalani, volume 4, page 377.
Okay, can you read when she was 19, please? In that reference, read that Aisha was 19.
Okay.
Read it.
Before I will give all the reference and evidence, then I will give you the reference, and you can check the way you like. Let me read.
No problem.
610, the Prophet receives the revelation. 623, migration to Medina. 623, 624, Aisha lived as the wife of the Prophet. Now we go to Bukhari, verse number 5. Aisha said, I was Jariya between 6 and 13 when Al-Qamar chapter was revealed. Al-Qamar chapter was revealed 9 years before migration, 614. So about 9 years old before my marriage, Aisha was between 6 and 13 years old. If we add, so she was between 15 and 21 years old when she got married. And because she was 9 years before she got married, Al-Qamar. Now we go to Tabari, age number 9. But he contradicts hadith by stating all four daughters of Abu Bakr's children were born of his two wives during the pre-Islamic period, before 610. That means Aisha at least was 5 years old. And 5 years old plus 2010, 2014, when immigration, this is 5, 9, and plus to number 2623, that means she's already adult, a woman. Were born to his wife during this period. Bukhari
Can I
and
read
Muslim.
something
No.
Wait, let's do one by one,
I finish, then I come back. Aisha Badr, 624, Battle of Uhud and Battle of Badr, 625. Battle, Aisha was carrying the water skin to help the injured Muslim in the battle. under 15 years old was not permitted in the battlefield as it's very bloody. And Aisha was allowed to do that. That means she was over the age of 15 years old. Adult again.
You finished? Okay, thank you. You've had your time. You've had your
No,
time.
I didn't finish. I give you all the evidence. No,
One
no,
by one,
no,
sir.
not by one. I finished all of them. Then, I gave all the evidence, 9 evidence. Then you can.
You know, when we
can-
do this, you say no to us. So can we go
Aisha-
one by one, please?
Hey.
Because you refer to Tabari. Let me read what Tabari says about Aisha.
Hold on. Abu Bakr
Plan to
planned to
immigrate.
migrate to Habasha 8 years before migration. Aisha was engaged to Mut'im's son. Al-Tabari marriage was off as Abu Bakr embraced Islam. So 8 years, then when Abu Bakr embraced Islam, Abu Mut'im, he broke off the marriage between his son to Aisha.
Okay.
Aisha, that means his young lady, was 14 years old and engaged. That's why.
Okay, can I
Okay,
read?
lads,
Then
please.
Aisha accepted Islam during first year of Islam, 14 years before marriage.
Okay.
Khawla suggests
You're
that-
losing the debate
yeah,
here. You're losing the audience. You're losing. Come on, let me
come
read
on,
what
let
Tabari
Daniel-
says.
Well, let Daniel talk. Let
Okay, I will
Daniel
allow
talk.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will allow you.
Yahya
I
appealed.
will allow you.
Okay, Yahya appealed to Tabari
Because I need to
and
say-
Sahih al-Bukhari. Now listen to what Tabari says about Aisha and what Sahih al-Bukhari says, yeah? So, Aisha bin Abi Bakr al-Sadiq, stonebreaker, while others say that it was Sauda bin Zama,
Bin Zama,
yeah?
yeah.
As for Aisha,
Yeah.
when he married her,
Yeah.
she was very young and not yet ready for consummation. Tabri
Yeah.
128.
She was
Read
Sharia
it, yeah?
between the
Wait, I haven't
the age
finished.
of
I did not
12
interrupt
and
you.
16.
Let him
I did not
finish,
interrupt
let
you.
him finish.
She was not ready for consummation. This is what Tabri said. You appeal to Tabri. Tabri, page 128, says she was not ready for consummation. So you've got to answer that question. And the other one is Sahih al-Bukhari, which is what you referred to. Volume 8, book 73, number 151. Aisha at that time, as she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty. She hasn't reached the age of puberty, and she got married to Muhammad when she was 9.
Anyone else feeling a bit
Sahih
sick?
Bukhari says, another Sahih al-Bukhari says she has not reached the age of puberty again, and Muhammad wanted to go with her. So the last one will be, well, unfortunately for them, they jumped into some conclusions, yeah? And their marriage was consummated when she was 9 years old. This is your hadith, sir. I'm giving the reference. And the other reference says she was playing with her dolls. So it shows that Aisha was not ready for consummation.
Okay.
She was not ready for marriage.
Okay.
And she was playing with her dolls and swings. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 8, and Tabri, page 128.
Okay.
So if he's showing me that in Tabari and Sahih al-Bukhari, she's 19 or 16, there is a contradiction in the book already.
Okay.
So which one are you going to follow?
I'm gonna follow Quran because Quran. Now I listen to you. Quran determines
65
that the
for
marriage it will be between
65.
adult and not between an adult and a minor, because adult and a minor it's totally out of the question.
Then Muhammad broke that law.
No, he didn't break that law, and I didn't finish.
That's a pretty
Second. Bukhari
calm down.
Bukhari and Tabari come 195 years after the Prophet death. That means he wasn't, Bukhari and Tabari, they wasn't the next door neighbor to Prophet Muhammad, and they watched Prophet Muhammad taking a child to sleep with her. Okay? Besides, the Prophet was victorious in Medina, and he have a few of women whom he can choose 1 million
Okay.
adult women to choose. Why he would go after a child who's playing with her doll.
This is why it
which
says.
is not.
This is why. This is what your
right.
source says. I didn't say
Prophet
it.
Muhammad,
I didn't make it up. Sahih al-Bukhari
so
said it.
this is false hadith because there's
Sahih means hadith, which
Yeah,
is
it doesn't
authentic.
matter.
Sahih al-Bukhari.
No, there is Sahih Bukhari, but it must. There's contradiction.
Oh no, you
Even
pick
there-
and choose what you want now.
Yeah, I choose according to
This
Quran.
is not, as I
it-
always say, this is not a buffet. You
It-
don't pick and
it
choose
is a
what you
buffet.
want.
It is a
This
buffet.
Sahih al-Bukhari,
Before-
and
Okay.
you have to choose.
Okay.
So what Sahih al-Bukhari
Okay,
says,
let
that's
me.
it.
Okay.
Don't reject it when you don't like
okay,
it.
listen.
And then accept it when you like it.
Okay.
It's your theology.
Okay, let me ask you.
Now you appeal to the Quran. Let me read what the
no,
Quran says.
wait. Let me ask you. Who narrated the hadith? So Bukhari, who narrated this hadith? Who?
This one was Aisha.
From where?
This one was Aisha.
He wasn't with Aisha because he came.
Aisha narrated it.
Yeah, but who narrated this? Aisha narrated this hadith to whom? Narrated to whom? Because he came, Bukhari came 195 years after Aisha's death and Prophet's death. So that means there's
250,
people
actually.
narrated this hadith till it become 195
Yeah.
years.
You're appealing to the same book that I am going to, and then you're saying it's not authentic. So how do we know your one is authentic and my one is not?
Quran.
Show me. How do we know your one is authentic?
Quran.
Because you like it?
Quran is my balance, my scale.
Quran,
And
yeah?
Prophet
Quran.
Muhammad, yes,
Can I read the
Quran.
Quran?
Read it.
This is what the Quran says, and he can't get away from it. And I'm going to read the tafsir for you. It says in Surah 65 verses 4. As for those of your wives who do not hope to have menses, which is period, should you have any doubts, their term shall be 3 months for Ida. Ida means divorce, yeah?
Like that.
Yeah, whatever it is.
No, let him
Calm
finish.
down, sir.
Let him finish.
It doesn't mean divorce.
Okay, calm down, sir. Calm down. And as for those who have not yet reached purity, their ones will also be 3 months. So they've been married already,
you don't
and then it's
understand.
3 months
You don't
before they get
understand.
divorced.
You don't understand.
And as for those who are pregnant, their term shall be until they deliver. So if I'm lying, let's read what Tafsir Ibn Kathir says.
You never
Let's
say the
read
truth.
what Tafsir Ibn Kathir says about this.
Idda is Arabic word, it's not English. You don't know what that is.
I'm gonna bring my
So,
Quran.
what
we can
is the
see
age
it.
of consent in Islam?
Idda,
Yeah, where you going?
Daniel, Idda is an Arabic word. You need to know the meaning
Okay,
before.
let's see what Ibn Kathir says. Yeah. What is the age of consent in
You've been
Islam?
throwing this.
What is the age of consent in
You're
Islam?
moving from Aisha.
No, he went to the
different
Quran.
subject. This
No,
is
he
completely
appealed to the
different.
Quran.
How is this a different?
No,
It's not different. It's about the age.
You brought this verse completely different.
Tell me the verse.
Something
65
else we are
verse
talking
4. Omar, don't get involved, yeah? Because you don't even know. You just came
about. You
now.
know, whenever I got involved, you are wrong. You know that. Otherwise, I don't speak.
Never that, Omar. Never.
I've been telling you and Sarah. Try to
So,
learn
65 verse 4
No,
advocates for Muslims to divorce little children that haven't reached puberty. And I'm going to read the
Don't discuss
tafsir, what
about
Ibn
that
Kathir
verse
says.
because it's completely different.
I'm
topic.
wrong, yeah? Completely
No,
wrong.
no,
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 okay.
different topic.
Okay. No, it's not. He appealed to the Quran.
You telling me? Idda.
The topic is
No.
in Islam, can you marry very young girls?
Yeah, but
We've
why
shown
is
that
it reading
Muhammad
this?
married
This
a
is-
very
this
young
is
girl.
this is
And not only that, the Quran says you can
No,
marry
why is it reading here is about
prepubescent young
women
Exactly,
girls.
exactly.
It's all part and
So,
parcel of the same thing.
Ibn Kathir, I'm going to read Ibn Kathir, Surah 65 verse 4. I'm going to read the tafsir. The idda of those in
What is
menopause.
idda? What is
Wait,
idda?
calm down, sir.
Translate that in
Omar,
English. It's
calm
Arabic.
down. The idda of those in menopause and those who don't have menses, which means they haven't reached purity, Allah exalted clarifies the waiting period of the woman in menopause. How much is it? And that is one of those who hit menstruation and has stopped due to her old age. Her idda is 3 months.
What is Idda?
And instead of 3 monthly cycles,
Waiting period.
waiting period, yeah? For those who menstruate, which is based upon the ayah, Al-Baqarah, yeah? Their iddah is 3 months like those who hit the menopause. And as for those who have not hit their menopause. Sorry, no, who have not hit menstruation.
Shall we just hear that again?
Idda is 3 months.
What is it? What was it?
As for those who have not hit their menstruation,
What kind of person is that talking about, Daniel?
those who haven't reached puberty, which was Aisha herself. So what is the age of consent in Islam?
Children.
Yeah, you know it.
You can get married
I
without
wanted the
even
Muslims
hitting
to answer.
puberty.
Omar, what's the age of consent in Islam? Yeah.
Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter
No.
2,
Can you go
verse number
Does that
222.
count as consent? Can you
Well,
even say that's the
and
age
they
of
ask-
consent?
No,
Is that
it's not
involved?
They
No,
ask-
you're right.
They ask the concerned
doesn't
women
seem like
courses
consent is much
say
of an issue
they
in
are
Islam.
Yeah, exactly.
do not approach them until
Just look like-
they are talking about women who reach adulthood and they have talking about marriage
Okay.
when they are in the age of marriage,
But I talk
not
about
minors. who
No,
didn't
but the
reach
Quran
her-
says it though.
her
Can you read
period.
65 verse 4? Let's see what 65 verse 4 says. I don't know why you went to Surah Baqarah. Go to Surah 65. 65.
But
65.
yeah, okay.
Oh, it's backwards, yeah? Okay. I thought it was forward.
I don't understand. You're wasting your time. This happened 1,400 years. No one complained
It
in
is 100%
Arabia.
relevant.
No one
Which
said
verse?
about
Which
it.
verse?
It is the perfect
This is in the
example.
Quran,
Yeah,
Baran.
what verse?
65 verses 4.
No.
Read 65 verse 4.
What are you talking about here? People, no
Okay,
one.
so-
no
so-
one.
Tell that to the
Muhammad
victims
said-
of rape
Omar,
gangs.
Omar.
Tell that to them that it's not relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah, this really isn't relevant. You know, let's think. Telford, Oxford, Rotherham, those very young children who were just
Exactly. If
raped
it's not
because
relevant,
there's
why
no
is it-
such
Okay.
thing as an age of consent.
All right,
by
okay,
adults
okay.
and men.
And there's a very
Obviously,
real
it's not-
ideological
Okay.
question.
Okay.
Is it okay for
Okay.
a Muslim to do that or not? Can
He's
you
talking-
justify it in
he-
the Quran? Yes.
Go on, read it.
Finish. Verse number 4, 65, verse number 4, such of your women. So he's talking about women, not talking about minors. As
Wait.
have- Well,
Keep going,
I'm
keep
gonna
going.
Just read it slowly, yeah? One by one.
Such of your women as have passed the age of monthly courses, so they have already their period.
Yeah.
For them, they prescribe period. If ye have any doubt, it's 3 months.
Okay.
And for those who have no
courses. Whoa. Slow down.
Okay.
Fast forward button, slow down. As for those who have no courses, who are they?
It is the same 5513. Let's see 5513. For normal women, the idda is 3 months courses after separation. If there's no courses or its courses are in doubt, it's 3 calendar months. But that time it will be clear whether it's pregnancy. If there is waiting period is still relevant.
So no courses means those who have not yet reached menstruation.
Yeah, mine
Simple.
even says.
So the
your
Quran
Quran
advocates for you to divorce little girls that haven't reached menstruation.
And
This
what
has
comes
nothing
before
to do with
That's what the
divorce.
Quran.
This has nothing to do with divorce.
Sir, we're not
You do
talking
not
about that. We're
understand
talking
the
to
verse.
Yaya. We're talking to Yaya, yeah?
Daniel,
So
Daniel,
you're going
always
to another topic.
You're supposed to do homework when you talk about a verse. Then
I don't need
you
to
have
do
a good
homework for
debate.
Islam, man.
But you don't. You didn't
We've
master
done our
the
So Yaya,
verse, and then
can you
talk about
defend?
it. Has
Wait.
nothing to do with
Can
what
Yaya
you're
defend,
talking
please?
about.
Can Yaya
No.
defend?
It has
Be
nothing to
honest,
do with
Daniel.
except what it
You're
says in
supposed to
black and
understand
white.
what you talk. It's like someone pull a verse in the Bible.
The waiting
they don't know what
period
they're talking.
is
They
3
confront
months.
You
Yeah?
will be
Says it.
surprised
That verse
because they
says it
don't
in
know the
black and
subject.
Listen, Yaya's quiet now.
supposed to do
Yaya's
something
quiet because
before
he
you
doesn't
talk.
have an answer.
Quiet because I'm trying to find something
I don't understand.
to answer
I don't
you,
know
to
what
be
you're
honest.
talking about.
Because
This
I
little
haven't
verse
got
talking
another
about
verse in the
things.
Quran. I can not find it now.
Listen. I understand, and I thank you. I appreciate you for just, admitting when you don't know something, and that's
When I
honest.
said
and
I
that's
don't
good.
know, I don't know.
Yes,
But
Anyway,
we have footnotes here. We also have other hadith that say that this does mean that the girls are immature.
okay, I
How
find
do
it.
you
I find
respond
it.
to
I
that?
find it. I find it. I find it. Quran does give the reference on marriage's ages, an age at which when an individual is able to make sound judgment. Hence, a minor is totally out of question. Here is that verse and chap which I have spoken and test.
What is this?
That's the orphan and the ability. Chapter 4, verse number 6.
No, but we're talking about 65 verse 4.
Yeah. But this the chapter number 65 verse 4 is not about minor, but about the Creator. Is talking about women.
Yeah.
Adults.
It's not about minor. Who are they who have no courses?
Look, and as your shot for your despair of assertion, this is already talking about women, adult women going through
adult
marriages.
women
not
don't have
minors.
courses, yeah?
You're not allowed. We are not allowed to marry
Are we living in
minors.
the same world here? Adult women don't have
I'm
courses.
finished.
Adult women don't have courses, yeah? Yes or no?
Minor.
So the Quran does not even know.
Minor is not
To the
allowed
worst.
to get married with adult.
No, let's be
Any
charitable.
marriage
Let's be
with
charitable.
an adult to a minor, it's a criminal act, and that's it.
Okay, we're going to be charitable. Lizzie, go on.
Okay, we're going to be charitable and thinking maybe when you say women who have no courses, talking about women who are at the age of the menopause, right? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, the Quran is more specific than that because it talks about, okay, if you have doubt, the course is 3 months. Those who have no courses, and look what it says, they are still immature.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it says. So. And even it starts for those of you women as past the age of monthly courses. So it
this is
actually names
explanation? This is
perimenopausal
Quran or
women.
explanation?
You read explanation?
Yeah,
Huh?
this is.
Explanations are, explanations.
Do you read Arabic? You read Arabic? Come and read it then. Come and read it.
They come here every week, my sister. They wouldn't.
No,
They
it's
would agree.
illegal. It's
Hey,
illegal.
no problem, no problem. Read the
My friend
Quran.
Shura.
Read the Arabic.
واللائي يئسن من المحيض يصير menopausal women.
We know that. It starts with that.
إن ارتبتم, if you are confused, فعدتهن 3 أشهر, 3 months. واللائي لم يحضن, this is Arabic, that? Yeah, I'm Arabic.
Keep reading.
For people who have irregular periods, for people who have hormonal issues, some ladies, so they have 2 rules. Either
no, read it, read it.
periods,
Okay, we know that.
or 3 months.
But those are the first women. Read it. Finish it first. Before you give us your
أولات
commentary.
الأحمال, pregnant women,
Pregnant women. Talk about
أجلهن أن
women.
يضعن حملهن, to give birth.
Don't take it out. Yeah, go on.
ومن يتق الله يجعل له من أمره يسرا.
What is that?
That means that whoever
For
fear Allah.
whoever يتقي means follow God, يجعل له من أمره يسرا.
Okay.
Which means
Keep it.
makes
65
his life easy, makes his life yesser.
Okay, where does it say no courses?
This is the one.
No, where does it say no courses?
What?
Those who have no
It
courses.
doesn't say.
It
Nothing.
does.
Wait. So it says as for those women.
واللائي لم يحضن.
Wait. Calm down. It says as for those women who have passed the age of monthly courses. It starts with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you're telling me the translator made a mistake saying
No.
there's no courses on there.
I'm telling you. واللائي لم يحضن.
Stop lying.
No, she's
Stop
Arab.
lying.
She's Arab.
I'm
I don't
telling
care if she's
you
an
don't
Arab.
care.
Stop lying.
You don't
The
care.
Quran is very clear.
Don't
You don't care. If you can't read it right, come on.
Don't interrupt me.
liar.
I'm
Don't
talking.
say that. You don't care. You
interrupt
It doesn't say no courses.
واللائي لم يحضن. This is
language.
the part I explained
Yeah.
for women who have problems with their menstrual periods. Some women, this is a medical
The
term.
text doesn't say
Many
that.
ladies
واللائي لم
right now.
يحضن.
No one does
It
it.
doesn't say anything about minors.
No, but the text.
Those who have no courses are
It
minors.
says nothing about
Madam,
minors. It
madam.
says
Nothing
something
about
medical.
No, it doesn't say
لم
any.
يحضن.
It doesn't say
May
anything.
Allah reward you.
Exactly.
May Allah reward you.
واللائي لم يحضن.
Those who have not reached courses.
No, wait.
Wait,
Those
my
who
phone,
have
please,
never
my phone.
had their period, not reached their. It doesn't say.
So wait.
Arab. She's Arab.
So those who have reached their period.
I am Arab.
النساء.
Arabic.
Not البنات. البنات
Okay.
girls.
I understand. So
النساء
those,
ladies.
okay, those who have reached their period.
I keep saying you don't know Arabic.
Arabic language.
Can you listen? Who are they? Those who have reached their period.
النساء اللائي لم يحضن, which is the women. The women.
Those are the first one, the menopause. The second one.
He took women and put them in groups.
So are you going against Ibn Kathir? Are you going against Ibn
I
Kathir?
follow the Quran. The Quran.
The Quran
We
clearly
have
says.
schools for hadith.
Clearly says those who have no
School in
courses.
hadith has, you know, like, you know when you say...
What's your name? What's your name?
Aisha.
My mother was Aisha. Look at Aisha. MashaAllah. God bless her.
Wait. She's lying, man.
Where I say?
It's lies. It's right here translated for you.
Shall we hear what Ibn Kathir has to say about this?
No, we listen to Aisha.
Tafsir. No, wait. Tafsir Ibn
Can I
Kathir.
talk?
Okay, first of all, no, this
You have to understand, she's Arab. These are
I didn't
all
finish.
I know, we have to talk quite a lot. Firstly, you are saying that actually this no courses is referring to women with hormonal problems. Some women don't menstruate. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. Unfortunately,
Because honestly,
But let's read your theology.
My wife, she's have a regular period.
Yeah, so they put it
Yeah, your wife is a Christian, by the way.
unfortunately, which is an Arabic word, which I know how to explain better than you.
Ibn Kathir.
Ibn Kathir is not Quran. Our religion is not Ibn Kathir.
Are you gonna throw him under the bus?
Even
Aisha, listen.
Bukhari, they are not these people. The holy book.
And these people are using them for all the
I don't.
The truth is, the Arabic on its own, the Quran on its own is not clear. It doesn't say no courses in the Arabic.
Don't teach me my language. Please don't teach me my language.
Aisha, can you listen? Just listen at this. Let her finish.
But you didn't listen to me when I spoke.
You finished.
I didn't. No, she didn't. You don't tell me when I
You're repeating
finished.
yourself over and over again.
Let me explain Arabic.
Okay, let her talk, please.
3 minutes.
All right. Okay,
Just
talk.
give me actually 2 minutes.
Talk.
There are
And then
in
she talks,
Arabic, النساء is for adult women. البنات is for minor girls. So when the Quran says النساء, which is adult women, and the Quran puts adult women النساء into 3 groups.
That's like when you say women.
Now let's respond.
Wait, no, I didn't finish.
Make it quick, please.
No, you don't.
Carry on.
النساء is 3 groups. The women who reach menopause. This is the first group.
Agree. Move on.
The second group is the يحملنا, pregnant women until they give birth.
The one who are capable of getting.
No. They're giving birth. This is the ayah.
knows what
The
she's talking
third
about. I'm
women,
happy.
which is النساء number 3, is the women اللائي لم يحضن, who have hormonal problems and never had their
It doesn't
periods.
say hormonal problems.
النساء. It says it.
Don't make it mix up.
So when I say,
it doesn't
Okay,
say
Aisha,
hormonal
can you
problems.
talk?
You are lying.
No,
You are saying
You are lying.
This is the
You are
Arabic
lying.
language.
Because you are saying that
Why you
the Quran
interrupt?
does not say hormonal
Why you interrupt?
problems.
No,
You just
النساء.
said
Why you interrupt?
hormonal problems.
Oh,
The Quran
Al-Quran
doesn't
says
say
النساء, which is
hormonal
adult
problems.
women.
But then you said it says hormonal problems. It does
النساء
not
اللائي
say
لم يحضن.
hormonal problems.
Okay,
It
adult.
doesn't
Okay.
Would
say
you
that.
let her finish?
Arabic says
I will
it's
ask you
no
one question and I will
courses.
leave because
No,
I have a
let me
movie
finish.
to catch.
Would you let her finish?
No, but she needs to
Would
read
you-
Ibn Kathir. Aisha, she needs to read Ibn Kathir.
Would you let her
Ibn
finish?
Kathir is not what we
He's a
follow.
tafsir.
Let
He's
me
better than
finish.
you.
Let
He's
me
better than
finish.
you.
Would you let her finish?
He's better than you. He's got a tafsir.
Teach
He's
me about
better than
what
you.
I learned.
She's died.
I'm better than you too.
Let Aisha talk. Aisha.
You listen to Ibn Kathir.
Let Aisha talk. Let Aisha
All
talk.
it says,
talk?
no,
Can I
it's my
talk?
turn. It's my
No,
turn.
no,
No,
no.
it's my turn. You talk
And
long.
No,
Okay.
she didn't finish. She didn't finish. Hello.
Courses. All it says is
you're saying the same thing.
We
She's
agree.
saying the same
all
thing,
it
though.
says, all the Arabic says is women who
women.
have women who. Yes,
Women.
I agree.
So,
women
okay.
who
I
have.
will
Let
ask
me
you a
finish.
question.
no-
Women
No, she
who
was talking
have-
first,
No,
and you
no.
interrupt her.
Now I
girls.
should say, oh, it's because they have hormonal problems. That is not in the Arabic.
Wait.
What do you mean? What's the Arabic word? Where's the Arabic word?
Okay.
What's the Arabic for
I need
hormonal?
you to
Show
learn
us. What is
Arabic.
it? Yes. What's the Arabic for hormonal?
An-nisa.
What's the
Okay,
Arabic
okay.
for
Let her
hormonal?
First,
Let her finish.
beginning of the ayah. Give me the Arabic one. The beginning of the ayah. Please do your homework and learn Arabic.
Ibn Kathir.
Let her finish. Forget about the big
Wait.
It's immature.
He's better than you.
He's
He's better than you. He's better than you.
You don't say
He
that.
is better than you. He's a tafsir. He's a tafsir. And you. He's better Aisha, so listen.
No,
Listen to
you
the tafsir.
listen. You listen.
Let her finish.
Wait, listen to Ibn Kathir
No,
first.
I don't listen to Ibn Kathir.
Why?
I don't follow Ibn Kathir. What do you mean?
So do you, wait.
Ibn Kathir is
Aisha,
Let her finish.
Okay,
Let
wait.
her finish.
Aisha, we follow tafsir.
The first thing.
Quran and
No, we
then
don't follow
tafsir.
Okay.
And then tafsir.
Okay.
How do you understand the Quran?
There are so many tafsirs.
Ibn Kathir is one of them.
Okay.
Ibn Abbas is another one. So she can let's read it then. Let her read
Do you know
it.
what tafsir means?
Let her explanation of the verses of the ayah. Let her read it. Okay, listen then. Listen to Ibn
I
Kathir.
don't agree with him. I don't agree with
Hello.
Why?
Hello.
I don't like it.
Aisha, stop.
In Christianity,
No.
you have so many like groups, yeah? So each group has its own explanation of the Bible.
No.
This is the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. That's not how the Bible works.
Jalalain agrees. Ibn Abbas agrees.
Exactly.
How do they all agree?
Can you-
Do you know Ibn Abbas? 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 Who is it?
They are not mentioned.
Who is Ibn Abbas?
They are not mentioned in the Quran.
Who is Ibn Abbas?
This is not conversation anymore.
Who is Ibn Abbas? It's the cousin of Muhammad, his first cousin.
Hey, listen. Where's the text? Read. There's no word. Read. Can you allow her? Can you allow her to finish?
I just need to finish because I have a movie to catch.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to time you. You want 2 minutes?
Okay.
After that, Aisha, listen to what she says for 2 minutes.
Awesome.
Here.
1 minute. 1 minute is fine.
How many do you need? How many minutes do you need?
5 hours.
Wait, let her talk. How many minutes do you need?
Honestly, just 1 minute.
Here,
Give me
go,
1 minute.
go.
In Arabic, an-nisa means adult women. So, if I tell you an adult woman who didn't have her period, what does that mean?
Finish your
Answer me.
minute. Finish your
Who
minute.
doesn't have a
What does that mean medically? A woman who didn't have her period means a woman who has hormonal problems. Thank you very much.
Wait. Hey, so you're going. You don't want to listen. You're not fair, yeah?
Okay,
You're
okay,
not
2
fair.
minutes.
Don't run away.
Because honestly, I need to go catch
All right, 2 minutes, yeah?
Let's
Go, 2
read the
minutes.
verse again. Let's
one?
read
Wait, is it from the Quran or what?
It's from the Quran, okay?
It's from the Quran? This is
ready?
not the Quran, to be honest. This is
Madam.
tafsir Quran. Tafsir
Madam. No,
Quran.
this is Quran.
Then no, okay. Awesome.
Right, okay.
What verse?
Here we go. This is 65:4.
Okay.
We didn't move.
Okay, and those of your women as have passed the age of monthly courses, okay, that's a menopausal women, okay, and for those, what it says here is for those who have no courses, okay, for those who have no courses.
No courses. The women who don't have
Wait,
girls.
don't interrupt her. 2 minutes, yeah?
Because you're putting a lot of store on this nisa just meaning an adult woman, but I'm not convinced
Exactly,
that it
in
is
Arabic
only
language.
an adult woman. Because
Okay, so I'll give you homework today.
Don't
Search
interrupt me.
Anisa.
Aisha.
Don't interrupt me.
Okay. You give the homework
Don't
after 2
interrupt
minutes.
me.
It's
Don't
right here.
interrupt me, okay? But hang on, I understand it doesn't say anything in the Arabic about hormonal problems. But let's give
Brother,
you the benefit
be
of the
quiet
doubt.
1 second.
Don't interrupt me. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt because no more
There is
courses.
no doubt.
There is
Women who didn't have
no
their
We're giving
courses
you-
are
ma'am.
women with
Aisha,
hormonal
she's
problems.
been
Don't
charitable.
interrupt me.
Yes.
Don't interrupt me.
Yes, you should be
Because
very
let's
careful.
say,
Okay,
Why don't you
let's
have
say,
a...
Before the time goes,
let's
go.
say it's okay.
Aisha,
Allah be
listen.
exalted. This is Ibn Kathir. Very,
Ibn
very,
Kathir
very.
is not
Aisha, 2 minutes you said listen to what she
I
said.
don't listen to people who
You don't listen to it because you don't like it. You don't like
It's
it.
not the Quran. Ibn Kathir is not the Quran. Don't lie.
Go.
Tell him, Ibn Kathir, is he woman or a man? Ask him.
Read it, read it, just
Ibn
read it.
Kathir is a woman or a man?
Read it on the mic. Read it on the mic. Read it on the mic.
Can you answer?
Allah the Exalted clarifies the waiting period of the woman in menopause, and that is the one whose menstruation has stopped due to her older age. Okay,
Let me read.
the same.
Wait.
Her iddah is 3 months. Okay,
What is the
So they have
website?
a website, yeah?
What website is this?
Don't take my phone.
Sorry, what is the website?
Answering Islam, yeah?
Yeah. Ibn Kathir.
No, what is the website?
Yeah.
They're giving you the sources.
website.
We're giving you the sources. It's
Talk
not on
about
the
the
website.
Quran. The book
It
doesn't
doesn't matter.
answer.
It's still Ibn Kathir. It's still
You guys keep lying. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get away.
Tell her bye-bye.
Aisha, why was Aisha 9 when she got married? She didn't hit the head. I read Sahih al-Bukhari.
Aisha.
She didn't hit the age of puberty. Answer that. Sahih al-Bukhari says Aisha did not hit the age of puberty.
The same for the young. This is about the iddah period. The same for the young who have not reached the years of menstruation.
Exactly.
Let's go to Al-Jalalain. And also for those who have not yet menstruated because of their young age. Ibn Abbas, who do not have menstruation because they are too young.
Someone is talking to you.
Al-Wahhadi.
Someone is talking to you.
Okay? Those who are too young, they have not started
have problems with your own sources. Even Abbas, we're reading, you have problems with your own sources. Don't come to us.
I know. That's why today I destroy her. Lizzie is a liar. She's deceiver, liar, no more. This is Sayyid F11 Yahya with regal. Talking about women, adults, not minors.
So we just had an interesting discussion with a lady called Aisha, Arabic speaker. It was about Surah 65, Ayah 4, and she was trying to say in that particular verse, this is the verse in the Quran where it talks about the iddah period, the waiting period for certain women, and it gives 3 categories of women. One, menopausal age, 3 months, and it gives another where there's a possibility of pregnancy, which is 3 months. Another one, and it just says who have no courses, women who have no courses. Now, Aisha at this point was trying to say, this is because of hormonal problems. There are some women out there, for medical reasons, for whatever reason, of menstruating age, who don't have periods. That's true. There are women who, for medical reasons, don't have periods. But we can't just assume that that's what the Quran means in that. We have to also go back, because Islam is not just the Quran, right? Islam is the commentators, the tafsirs, the hadith, the Sura, and so forth. So we went back to what the classical tafsirs say about this verse, and they all are in total agreement that this is about girls who are of immature age. Let me see. I'm not going to read them all, but basically, it's in Fath al-Bari, which is a commentary on Sahih Bukhari. It's in Ibn Kathir. It's in Al-Jalalain. It's in Ibn Abbas. It's in Al-Wahidi. Okay. It's in Ar-Razi. It's in Ar-Kutubi. It's in. They're getting upset again. Okay. It's in Ibn Sulaiman. It's in As-Suti. It's in Taqi Usmani. It's in Maududi's interpretation, and they all say the same thing. They all say the same thing, which is what? Which is the young who have not reached the years of menstruation. Now, at this point, other Muslims came in and talked about, Nisa means an adult woman. Nisa means an adult woman. But again, that's not borne out by what the classical commentators are saying. If they want to have their interpretation, that's fine, but then they have to throw the whole commentators under the bus, and with it the most authoritative Sunni sources, okay? And they're the ones closest to the events of time, closest to the people who are talking about this, closest to what it actually meant, and it just shows us that actually Muslims just don't want to hear the truth.
We quoted Sahih Bukhari, we quoted Surah 65.
None of these are important.
As Lizzie said, they don't like it. They don't like what we're saying. This is why he's disrupting again. The reason why he's disrupting is because we're saying what the truth is. So repent and accept Jesus, your Lord and Savior, who's the way,
Choose Jesus.
and the life. God bless you.
The text says those women do not menstruate.